Valmiki Ramayana, Bala Kanda, Book 1, Sarga 57, Roman numerals LVII 57, TRIS'ANKU. Then, with his heart consumed with woe, still brooding on his overthrow, by the great saint he had defied, at every breath the monarch sighed. Forth from his home his queen he led, and to a land far southward fled. There fruit and roots, his only food, he practiced penance, sense subdued. And in that solitary spot, 4 virtuous sons the king begot. Havishyant, from the offering named, and Madhushyant, for sweetness famed. Maharat, chariot born in fight, and Dridanetra, strong of sight. 1,000 years had passed away, when Brahma, sire whom all obey, addressed in pleasant words like these, him rich in long austerities. Thou, by the penance, Kaushik's son, a place mid royal saints hast won. Pleased with thy constant penance, we this lofty rank assign to thee. Thus spoke the glorious Lord Most High, Father of earth and air and sky, and with the gods around him spread, home to his changeless sphere he sped. But Vishwamitra scorned the grace, and bent in shame his angry face. Burning with rage, overwhelmed with grief, thus in his heart exclaimed the chief, no fruit, I ween, have I secured by by strictest penance long endured. If gods and all the saints decree to make but royal saint of me. Thus pondering, he with sense subdued, with sternest zeal his vows renewed. Then reigned a monarch, true of soul, who kept each sense in firm control. Of old Ikshvaku's line he came, that glories in TRIS'ANKU's name. Within his breast, O Raghu's child, arose a longing strong and wild, great offerings to the gods to pay, and win alive to heaven his way. His priest Vashishta's aid he sought, and told him of his secret thought. But wise Vashishta showed the hope was far beyond the monarch's scope. TRIS'ANKU then his suit denied, for the southern region hied, to beg Vashishta's sons to aid the mighty plan his soul had made. There King TRIS'ANKU, far renowned, Vashishta's 100 children found, each on his fervent vows intent, for mind and fame preeminent. To these the famous king applied, wise children of his holy guide, saluting each in order due, his eyes for shame he downward threw, and reverent hands together pressed, the glorious company addressed. I, as a humble suppliant, seek succor of you who aid the weak. A mighty offering I would pay, but sage Vashishta answered nay. Be yours permission to accord, and to my rights your help afford. Sons of my guide, to each of you, with lovely reverence, here I sue. To each intent on penance vow, O Brahmans, low my head I bow, and pray you each with ready heart in my great rights to bear a part, that in the body I may rise and dwell with gods within the skies. Sons of guide, none else I see can give what he refuses me. Ikshvaku's children still depend upon their guide most reverend, and you as nearest in degree to him my deities shall be. Wow. Jai Valmiki Ramayana ki Jai. Beautiful. Ralph Griffith translation from Sanskrit to early 18th century British. Footnotes. 69.1. TRIS'ANKU, king of Ayodhya, was seventh in descent from Ikshvaku, and Dasharatha holds the 34th place in the same genealogy. See Canto 70, LXX, Roman numerals. We are thrown back, therefore, to very ancient times. Exactly, ancient times. And it occasions some surprise to find Vashishta and Vishwamitra, actors in these occurrences, still alive in Rama's time, of course. I think you're now getting it, Ralph Griffith. We are talking about very, very super ancient times. In our estimation, the residents of Kali Yuga, we are the Kali Yugans. And this age in comparison to other ages is always less. In other words, we are less powerful, less intelligent, less capable, less tall, less duration of life, etc. Back then in Satya Yuga, people lived for 100,000 years, and average height was 48 feet, and 100,000 years. This is like completely incomprehensible to our little Kali Yugans, who think that we are the pinnacle of evolution. No, we're not pinnacle of evolution. We are pinnacle of devolution. We are so devolved to completely ignorant form in comparison to the virtue practicing residents of Satya Yuga. We are literally talking about celestial beings on the level of demigods and angels, sages like Vashishta and Vishwamitra, practicing austerities and yoga for 100,000 years, thousands of years. We cannot even comprehend the self mastery, the self control these two have. It is beyond our comprehension. That's why everything seems so wonderful, so magical, so unexplainable, and because of that ignorance, we are considering these stories that are depicted in Puranas as mythologies, unfortunately, by our Freemasons like Ralph Griffith. They want to portray this ancient history of the universe, the whole universe, not just this little planet, Earth, where we are living right now. They're trying to portray everything mythological and allegorical because they cannot wrap their head, that little Kali Yugan brain, to understand all these concepts that are so beautiful and celestial. Okay, so many things to talk about. Later. Ciao.